Hi, chosen ones. Hi, divine light beings. Hi, gods and goddesses. Welcome to the channel, universe. This is me, Juju. If you are new on this channel, welcome. And if you are a subscriber that's returning, thank you for returning. And please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Today it's all about sacred sex. Sex is often seen as something that's forbidden, wrong, disgusting, but that's a big misconception. Sex is for procreating. It's a creation, it's creativity, not a lust. It's not only lust. When one uses sex only for lust, we get lost in the sauce. So, sacred sex is not only about lust, it's about the spiritual aspect, the spiritual side of having sexual intercourse with each other. So that means that when you are having sacred sex, it's something that is, you have a deep connection with your lover, with your partner that you are in a relationship with. It's about a deep connection with each other. It's not only about the sex part, the sexual practice. It's about a deep connection, a deeply rooted connection between you and your partner. It's about being on the same vibe, the same vibration, being aligned with each other, having the same feeling towards each other, the same feeling of love that's coming from out your heart, from out the heart chakra. Being aligned, vibing on the same vibration. So, sex is sacred. Sex is a spiritual act. Sex is spiritual and a physical act that connects us to the divine, to the all. From my personal experience, sexual, spiritual, and creative energy are really a big whole. It's the all. It's one whole. So all the parts together is the all. If you are expressed creatively, you are going to be expressed sexually. So if you are in a flow of expressive sex, then you know that the hand of the Most High, of the All, must be in it. So that is where you want to get at when you are experienced or when you want to have sacred sex. That's really connection of the physical and the spiritual part of yourself. So you want to have a union between your spirit and the body, deep connection. And you want to have that with yourself and also with your partner. If you are creative, so creativity is about the spiritual communion, the union. Sex plays a huge and a big role when it comes to the physical health and the vitality of our body. It's a universal force that can merge the spirit with the body. So that's why it's important that you have to vibe and you have to be aligned with your partner when it comes to sex, so that you can create the sacred sex between you and your partner. So when sex allows us to transcend ourselves in a way that no other experience does. Sex is it's a very powerful energy. So that's why it's important to really have the love feeling between you and your partner, a real love, not just a one time thing, a real love, then you're gonna experience the sacred sex that you want, that you can transcend from one dimension to another dimension. What if we experience sex as sacred? It could open up fields of intimacy in our relationship that we have never experienced before. So, you could transcend already what I said from one dimension to another dimension, having sacred sex, having the real deep feeling that you and your partner are connected, that you are one with each other. Because sacred sex is about becoming one. Your spirit having a union with your partner's spirit. That's why it's also called a spiritual act, because your spirits are gonna be connected with each other. That's why it is so important to have the right partner that's in the right state of mind, so that you can have that deep connection with each other, because it's a very beautiful thing. It's a very beautiful act. Sex is a very beautiful act, but it's also a sacred act. It's also a spiritual act. So you have to be mindful, and you have to be in your high consciousness to know, okay, is this partner a person that I can connect with on that level of having that spiritual connection, that the spirits can connect with each other. Because if you don't connect with a spirit that's, let's say, divine, a spirit that's trying to be on high consciousness, that wants to vibrate on a high frequency of love, then that spiritual act can become something that's not, that you don't want. So you want to have that deep connection, you want to have that high frequency of love, real love between you and your partner or your lover. You could manifest things you could never imagine that you could manifest together, you and your partner or your lover. You could also heal by performing sacred sex. So that is why it's so important to have sex with the right person, the person that is on the same alignment as you, this person that's on the same frequency as you. It is very important, so be mindful about that, and be mindful that if you are gonna have sex with a person and it's gonna be one thing, most of the times you're not going to experience sacred sex, because your spirit is not going to be connected to one another. This was the message that I had for today. And once more, I want to say sex is a very beautiful thing. It can connect you and your partner to the divine. And that is the most powerful meaning and the most powerful energy that is existing for eons. Thank you for watching. Have a peaceful, blissful, and powerful day.